Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching us from. I am Betty Kavata, a content creator from Nairobi, Kenya, East Africa. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for the love and support you have been showing me. And if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button and continue watching my videos. Today we are making jollof rice. Whether you're a pro or it's your first time making this dish, this video is for you. I'm going to break down how to make the perfect jollof rice in 3 simple steps. First, we are going to make the chicken stock, then the jollof base, and then we are going to cook the rice to perfection. So guys, the ingredients we are using to make our jollof rice are the ones that are on the screen. Jollof rice, you can make it with beef or chicken, even fish if you want. So for ours, we're gonna use chicken. So we have the chicken here. These are the spices that we're gonna be using for the jollof rice. We have curry powder, bay leaves, paprika, thyme, and tomato paste, and the magic cubes, the nor cubes, the beef cubes, and everything you're gonna use. And then now we have the onions, tomatoes, and the bell peppers, and your rice, the crushed ginger and garlic, and salt. So those are the ingredients that are needed to make your jollof rice. We're gonna try and make it just like the Nigerian way. We're gonna do ours. So welcome guys, and keep watching. First, cut the chicken into smaller pieces, then season it with onions, garlic, and ginger. Then add the nor beef cubes and Royco cubes and Maggi cubes because we don't have the chicken bouillon cubes. Then add curry powder, thyme, and a little bit of salt. So we take a mwiko and we use it to mix the ingredients together with the chicken, the spices, the onions, and everything. And for this chicken, guys, you're not gonna use any water. We just place it under medium-low heat, cover it, and let the chicken produce its own juices. So you can cook it with that before adding water later. This method is going to make your chicken very flavorful, so the spices will really get deep into it. After about 10 minutes now, the chicken would have released its own juices. 10 minutes later, add some more water and cover to allow it to cook for an additional 10 to 15 minutes on a medium or low heat till the chicken is almost fully cooked. We don't want the chicken to be more cooked because we're still going to fry it afterwards. After about 15 minutes, the chicken should be ready. So I'll slowly take out the chicken to get rid of any bone or large chunks of ginger or garlic from the broth. And with that, we are done with our first step, which was making the chicken broth. To make the base of the jollof rice, we are gonna use the following: the onions, the garlic, the bell peppers, and tomatoes. Because we don't have an oven, they said you should roast them, but we're just gonna use normal gas so that we can cook them. And then we are gonna add oil and cover it and just cook it under low heat so that when they are soft, we can now place them into the blender and blend them to make the base of the jollof rice. So come with me as we put them to the fire so that they can start cooking slowly. This process takes like 10 minutes. 2 minutes in, we decided to switch from the sufuria to the pan because the sufuria is not bringing out the roasting effect, so the pan will be able to do it. We just improvised, guys. In the meantime, you can pray for us so that we may be able to buy an oven because it's easier to roast them over the oven and just blend them rather than do this in the pan. But improvising anyway. So this is the mixture that we're going to put into the blender so that we can have the jollof base. After allowing it to cool for a while, we now transfer the roasted vegetables into the blender.
Blend everything until it's completely smooth. And once that's done, your flavorful roasted jollof base is ready. This is how the consistency is supposed to look like, and with that, the second step is done and dusted. The third and final step is making the jollof rice. First, I'm going to fry the cooked chicken from earlier because I'm going to be serving this with the jollof rice. The onion is to add flavor into the chicken from the oil when frying. You can also air fry or bake the chicken, by the way. We're going to fry the chicken until it browns. Beware that when you cook your chicken under very high oil temperature, it's going to be very dry. So we don't want that for our chicken. So we've placed it on medium oil temperature. This is the final result on the chicken. This is how it's looking. It's browned and it's very delicious, by the way. To make the jollof, start by frying some onions, and we're going to use a lot of onions because onions just increase the flavor of the jollof rice and it's so good. Fry the onions until they are soft or for like 3 to 4 minutes, and then add the tomato paste. So here you have to be keen because you have to make sure that you fry the tomato paste very well, because if you don't fry the tomato paste very well, it's going to become sour and it may make the jollof rice to become sour. Tomato paste, by the way, if you never knew, it's very sour, and that's why you need to fry it very well so that you can caramelize it. Fry it for about 15 minutes. 15 minutes. And also keep an eye on it so that it doesn't get burnt. So stir. You know the tomato paste is well fried once the oil separates and it starts to look like this. After this, now we add the base. Because the base is already cooked, we won't fry it for too long, so we are just gonna mix it with the tomato paste and onion mixture. So we're gonna season it with bay leaves, thyme, curry powder, paprika, and salt, and the Maggi cubes. And then we're going to stir, and some salt also. Stir until they are well incorporated. This is how it should be looking. And then after this, we can now add the chicken stock into the mixture and let it boil for a while. So you're going to stir it and just cover it for a while. Yeah, then we will add the rice thereafter so that we can make the jollof rice. So after washing your rice, you're going to put it into the mixture, the broth, the chicken, and everything. So you're going to place it in there and stir, making sure that there are no lumps forming on the bottom of the sufuria. Yeah, so this is the process. Keep watching, guys, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on the video. This is the situation of our jollof rice at the moment. So we're gonna add in water, and make sure you don't add more water, just add water slightly above the rice so that it can cook well. Stir and stir. You can also taste for salt, and if you want, if the broth is not to your desired color, add paprika, and then cover it with an aluminum foil and cook over low medium heat for 40 minutes. cover with the aluminum, and then put the lid on top, and then just cook it over low medium heat for 40 minutes. You can set a timer, by the way. For us, we set a timer. By the way, guys, we're using basmati rice for the jollof. So our jollof is ready now, and we're going to uncover it. As you can see, it's looking very yummy. Oh my god, it turned out just how expected, guys. So we're going to stir the jollof. And a secret, if it feels or looks so dry, you can add a little bit of water, but ours just turned out perfectly. Guys, the excitement is so real right now. We've been wanting to cook this jollof rice for the longest time, and today being Mashuja Day, my mom just decided to surprise me with jollof rice, and I'm so happy. And I'm telling you guys, from my mouth to your ears, this was so good. This was so good. Yeah, so this is how you make jollof rice. By the way, keep on subscribing, commenting if you haven't. Yeah, so thank you. So before we do a little tasting, this is the plate. This is how it's looking. We've served it with the fried chicken. So let's hear the comments from mom.
There we go. So sweet, very sweet. Let's taste the chicken. The best. I've done the best, guys. We've come to the end of the video. Make sure when you follow this procedure and prepare your jollof rice, you will comment on the comment section if I cooked it right. See you on the next one. I love you guys. Subscribe.